this is Tina. Welcome back to my channel. So just here really to finish off, I'm going to say a couple of projects, but to be fair, you know, like all these things, it'll probably take ages and we probably, you know, barely even finish one project, to be honest. So I've been working on my Edith Holden journal and it's coming along. It's almost finished. So just literally have a few more little bits to make and stick into it. So I'm just literally sort of, you know, hopefully on the home stretch now, finishing it up. So I thought I would just switch the camera on and, you know, bring you guys along and we could just, you know, do the last finishing touches, what will hopefully be the last finishing touches for it. So what have I got left to do? I have been making this little fold out piece. This kind of evolved from the pockets that we made in the mass makes, where we did the double pockets, which could be triple pockets depending on how you glue them down. And when I cut one down to fit into this journal, it obviously came open and I thought, oh, actually that's quite a nice kind of booklet, because obviously, you know, you've got a pocket here and then you've got a right inside here. So that's how that's, you know, just evolved really. So I'm just going to glue a couple of bits down that I've sort of torn out ready and put them on there. I just wanted to get on and finish a couple of projects because my mind's buzzing. I've got lots of different ideas that I'm wanting to do, and to be honest, I've got so many things half finished that I just thought I need to rein it in and you know, complete those couple of things before I go running off onto some other tangent really. So I'm just trying to crack on and just finish up a couple of things before going on to the next thing. And I thought I would just come and obviously bring you guys along for some fun as well. So, well, hopefully you guys will think it's fun. Let me just reach behind me. I've got some of that green doily here. So I have been using in this journal quite a lot. So I hope everybody's having a good day. I hope you're doing some crafting, having a nice time. The sun is shining here. Well, it's looking glorious. I mean, I have got my cardigan on at the moment, but I think it might come off soon. Getting quite warm up here. I know I say this all the time, but I mean, obviously when I'm filming I have the lights on, and you know, because this is in our loft, you know, which has obviously been converted, it's quite warm up here. Well, it gets quite warm up here, so even if you come up and it's not very warm, it gets warm pretty quickly once you're in here, especially if the lights are on. So yeah, I may suddenly get quite hot and then be taking my cardigan off. Okay, so I've just torn out a little flower there from the Edith Holden book, and I might just then pop something like that at the bottom, I think. Just wanted to have like a couple of pretty things, you know, along the side there. Oops, had an eyelet there. Actually, I don't know whether I need that there. Just going to stick this one on, and might not actually even need to put that down. Okay. And then I have been using this lovely yellow lace, which, I mean, it's like it was made for this journal, to be honest. This lace has really been awesome for this. And then what I've been doing is whenever I've used it, I've just inked it with the vintage photo. So it's just made it then a slightly, well, not really dulled down, but, you know, more vintage looking anyway. And then what I've actually discovered, because I was cutting that header off, but actually you can just kind of peel it in a little bit. And this works quite often with laces, actually. And then you can just tear it along. And to be honest, can you see that? It kind of tears it along where that pattern is. And so actually, you know, it makes a far better job of it than I was making, obviously trying to cut it. So I've been doing that. Now I'm just going to just have this bit of lace here, I think, along that bit of book page. So let's just pop that down there. Okay. Like that. Okay. I'll just trim that down here. Doesn't have to be flush. I don't mind if it's, you know, overhanging a bit. And then what I'm going to do, I think, is round the corners so as it looks I don't know really what it's going to look, but you know, more finished off. Now I just suddenly thought I probably need to cut that down actually. So before I get too carried away, I'm going to cut it down in height, because this Edith Holden journal is actually slightly less than A4, because I ordinarily like using envelopes as my covers, but this particular journal I just used some scraps of paper. I think I said before it might have been watercolor paper, so now I just need to go back in and glue down any bits that aren't glued. It might have been a watercolor paper, but it was a great big, I think it was like an A3 sheet, which over here in the UK that's like double A4. I don't know what it would be termed as where you are, if you're watching in the US, but yeah, basically it's like double A4. And I just kind of folded it into quarters basically, so that was how the cover was made. So hence now it is slightly shorter than, you know, my normal journals would be if I were using the envelopes. Right, let's have a look and see what we're going to put on this side. So we could have some of this. Got in the Edith Holden pages that are just up here. Oh, just a plain one there. Completely plain. What have I got here? Oh, I mean, the problem is with these, they're all so nice. It's very difficult to decide then which page to use. That one. Okay, that's that little one there, and then do I want that? No. Right, do we want this one? No. Right, I might have to tear this down a bit, otherwise it's just like too big, it's, you know, not even fitting on there. That's quite nice, isn't it? I might just tear across the top so it's, you know, oh gosh, or tear the whole thing in fact. Like that, and then we'll just have a little bit of doily, I think, coming out there. That's, you know, good use of that because it was just laying around. Got some of this again. I mean, these are just like the little scraps now that I have got left from other pieces, but I mean, it's really great if you can manage to use them up, isn't it? So just see whether that would work anywhere coming out, and probably not, to be fair. Oh, I don't mind it there actually. I had that a bit higher. Decisions. Do you know what? I'm going to stick this piece of doily down because then, you know, I'm committed to that piece. Yeah, I thought I'm going to come on and do a finishing off a couple of projects. Because I do see Gail and people do that. I think I've seen Rachel do that as well. And, you know, as if I can finish a couple of projects. I can't even finish one. But that was my mission, was to say, let's finish off a couple. But yeah, I think probably this is a tall order to even finish one project, to be honest. Okay. Might like it like that, actually. And then just that flower there. All right, let's do that. So honestly, I'm just kind of annoying myself at the moment. So I'm just going to just stick things down just to go for it, really. Okay. Okie dokie. And we'll just pop this doily piece down. Yeah, it looks really, really nice out there at the moment. Lovely blue skies and yeah, just really like a lovely, lovely day. Doesn't look like it's kind of baking hot or anything, but just really pleasant, you know. I haven't heard the weather forecast, but I think it is supposed to be kind of getting nicer for the next few days. So hopefully. Right, again, I'm just going to get that yellow lace, which is now just kind of sat in my lap. And again, just going to ink up a little bit more of that. Okay, just straighten it out so as I'm getting the right side. Like that. Oops. Oh gosh, come on. Oh, that's nice, isn't it? So I'm going to, I think, edge that with some lace, and then I'll glue that flower down afterwards. So just put a bit of lace all along down the edge. Like that. Okay. And then here. And then we'll just pop that flower there, I think. Looks pretty. I'm just using this 3-in-1 because, you know, obviously some of this might be touching that lace. So I'll just then know it will stick down properly. So, okay. Oh, that looks so super cool, doesn't it? Yeah, really like that. It's quite grungy looking, but nice, you know, in a nice way. So move these couple of bits out of the way. Oops, I did have that little number 7, which I could have there. I know it doesn't really need it, but again, you know, why have less when you can have more? So, yep, we'll just finish it off, I think, with that. So, again, just using the fabric glue because it's obviously going over the fabric. So, press that down like that. Okay, right. Yeah, like how that looks. So you've got obviously writing space here. So I'll just ink that up a bit. I think I maybe did ink this, but I can't actually remember. And then you've got obviously a nice big pocket here. And of course you've got journaling space on the back as well, because I'm just going to have this as a floating piece. So you've got, you know, plenty of journaling space on there. And you know what's happened? My rounded corner has gone because obviously we then cut it down. And I'm just going to round these as well. Oops. So one there, like that. Okay. There we go. And I'm just going to paper clip that in as a floating piece, I think. So I might just have it, I don't know whether you can see that, but I'm just going to have that there. So let me just get a paper clip Now I haven't actually done any altered paper clips in this book. I don't know whether I will. It's actually quite bulky already. But yeah, I might do, I might not. We'll kind of have a think about it. So all I've got now is obviously a couple of blank pages. So I'm just going to literally pop a couple of things on them so that they've got something of interest to look at on, you know, on those pages. I mean, I've got here this big number 7 now. So I might just use that. So again, I'm just going to ink that up. It's printed on copy paper rather than cardstock or anything, which is quite nice to be able to stick onto these pages because these pages are only quite thin. So just cut that out. So I'm just going to pop that on there. I mean, for me, I just like to have something on a page. I mean, not always, you know, it's nice to have the odd plain page, but, you know, I don't like to say this because, again, then the next journal I do might have this, but on the whole, I don't like a whole row of, like, plain pages. I like something on them, even if it's just something like this, because it just then, you know, something for your eye to be drawn to other than just a sort of plain page. So that there, and then again I've got obviously more plain pages. So for instance here I've got this green page. I'm going to just pop that down there, and again obviously this is just still in copy paper, so just then glue that down. Okay, right, so that's on there now, like that. And then obviously another way to brighten up your pages is just, you know, put some coordinating lace. So for us, obviously I have already been using this yellow lace, so, you know, clearly it makes sense to stick with that. So I'm just tearing off some more of that sort of what I call header from it. Okay, I have quite a long strip now, and then again just ink that up a bit. I must say this yellow lace, it was like it was just made for this project, so really, really nice. Okay, so what I'm going to do is just see kind of the balance. So I have some yellow lace here, and these are those lovely eco dyed papers that were gifted to me by Sue. So I'm just going through to see sort of where might need some. So I might put just a little bit here, maybe under that number. Again, you know, it's just for something extra to look at, really. So we'll just pop that down there, like that. Let me move my ink pad and then move the journal up slightly on the desk. Obviously I haven't decorated this envelope yet, so I will be doing that. And then what we could do is just have a whole run of lace along this edge. Like that. Okay, snip that off. Okay, and then probably just want a couple of other things. So if I just take this off again. Do I want anything there? Like, do I want some yellow on that page? Let's just have a look. And that's going to paperclip on. Actually, I might just have that plain, weirdly enough. It looks okay plain. And actually the paperclip, you know, that's just something else for the paperclip to then get caught up in. So I'm going to leave that. So might just put a bit of lace here on this edge here. Yeah. Okay, so I'll just then Oops, just try and hold it open there by wedging it with the scissors. Okay, might need to ink this up slightly more because it's just getting to the edge of that. Okay. There we go, like that. Okay, right, now I'm just going to trim that off here. And then we will just decorate up the this envelope. So again, what I'm going to do is just cut this open so as we've got a pocket like that. Okay. And then I've got some bits and pieces here that I could use to decorate it. So I might just take this. So this is just from that Rambler's Notes pages. But to be honest, would look quite nice, I think, just on that envelope. So this was actually a pocket, but it was printed on copy paper. So, you know, I wouldn't have used it as a pocket because it would have been, you know, I think too flimsy. So I've just torn it out now to use, you know, just as a decorative piece instead. So just like that. And then what I'm going to do is just ink up my envelope a little bit. Again, I mean, obviously it's a, you know, a craft coloured envelope, so I mean it's not really hugely needing inking, but just a tiny bit, just to get something extra going on really. And then a bit up there. I mean, it's negligible how much difference it even makes, but just a little bit. And then just ink all around this piece like that, and then I'm just going to glue that on there. So we just glue the whole bit down, and then I think I might have a look and see if we could put a label or something on there. Like that. Okay, and just pop that down like that. Obviously you can just spread that with your glue spreader. Like that. And then let me just see if I've got any labels or anything that would look good with that. You know, I don't know whether I've got anything quite suitable here beside me, so have a quick look. I mean, to be honest, I'm thinking like a green one would look really nice, but I don't want to have to go off and sort of rummage around. So I'm just going to make the best of what's here, I think. Let's just pull in a few. Unless they look really awful, in which case I will have to go and get some green ones. I mean, I am now covering up that whole butterfly, but to be honest, if I cover up the whole thing, it's okay because nobody really knows he was there in the first place. So just ink that up. Just pop that there. Do I need to zoom out a little bit? I'm just kind of... This is a tricky journal to kind of fit in for some reason. I don't know why, because, as I say, I would say it's actually slightly smaller than normal, but I don't know. Anyway, I've lifted the camera up slightly more, so hopefully it's more in screen. Okay, and just pop that down there, like that. And then again, just see whether we want any of that yellow lace. Oops, where's my end that I have been using? It's now getting quite tangled up because there's quite a lot of it. So yeah, it's all obviously got tangled up a bit. Oh dear. Come on, come on, come on. Oh, come on. Right. So again, I mean, I've got that bit where we've started, you know, taking the header piece off, and could just have that there. So again, I'm just going to ink it up a little bit. Just ink up a little bit more, so that hopefully that will just keep us going for a little bit longer. And I'm just going to then pop that lace down there on that edge. Okay. Like that. Okay, right, so that looks really pretty, and obviously, you know, you've got that nice journaling label there. You've got a pocket here that you can obviously put something in, and then just this side, we just kind of decorate up this side now. So just pop that down, you know, weight it down. What do we want to have on there now? Can we have something else from our Edith Holden stuff? I've got this one, so I'm going to tear those stalks off because I've tried to use this in several places, and so far it's looked really rubbish everywhere I've put it. So I think that might have been because of the shape. You know, it's very top heavy with those tiny delicate stalks, but with such a mass of flowers at the top. So this might just make it easier to use. So if we have that there. Bit strange, isn't it? Oh, that's quite nice. Oh, that, yeah, that's quite nice, I think. So again, let me just ink up. I'll just use this. I mean, again, you know, that is a craft coloured envelope. It doesn't need a great deal, but just a little bit. You know, mainly just focusing on the edges, really. Like that. Okay. Pop this down. Yeah, this journal is getting quite chunky, so you know, it's kind of wanting to close on me, so I'm having to like hold the pages flat while I'm working on them. Oops. There we go. I'll just pop that one down like that, and then we can use that lovely flower just there like that. Looks pretty, doesn't it? Okay. Right, okay. Let's pop that down. That looks so pretty against that green, honestly. It's really good sort of colour match. Really looks nice. Okay, so that's that one. Now, do we want anything else? We could have something up here maybe. Let me just see. I have got this little edge of green, which we could have there like that. Let me just try and ink that a little bit because it's got sort of white. Because this was like the, you know, stitched on roughly type part. Obviously, the bit that was stitched in, you know, was still quite white, if you see what I mean. So it might just look a bit better now it's inked up, perhaps. I think this looks better as just like little pieces, to be honest. So maybe we'll just have that dangling at the bottom. And I'll just do it more more in that way. So again, we have less of that header piece. I'll just apply the glue to that, like that. And just try and sort of ruffle it a little bit while I stick it down. Although now it's just sticking on me more than the envelope. Oh my gosh, come on. Come on, this is just ridiculous. Oh, come on, come on. Right, okay. Okie dokie. Right, let me stand up now. Oh, and have a look down on the page. Sorry, I was like wedged into my desk there, so. Right. Okay, so I'm just going to see if I've got anything that would just look good up here. I don't know whether it needs anything, but, you know, whilst we're on this page, we might as well just have a look. So, I've got that little ticket there. Let's just cut that down. Oh yeah, that's quite nice, isn't it? So I don't think I cut that very straight, to be honest, but never mind. Right. This is that glossy photo paper again, so I'm not going to even ink this up actually. I'm just going to glue it down. Okay. Right, there we go. Yay. Right, so that looks really cute, doesn't it? Okay, just wanted to check that I hadn't glued the envelope closed again, you know. Oh, because stranger things have happened, so... Right. Let's now put all those back in there, and might just have a little bit of doily or something on here. Just so I've got a bit of something on this page, so maybe even just like randomly placed or something, maybe up there, maybe there. Okie dokie. There we go. Right, press that down. Let's see what else we have to do. So that's that one. Then we have this page. We've now got the lace. Oops, this plain page here, so we do have a plain one there, which we could again just maybe put some sort of label or something on, maybe just that, to be honest. Okay. Just literally pop that there, like that. Again, just then mop that up. Don't think it really has got any excess glue coming out, but just in case. Okay, right, over the page. And now we have obviously this Edith Holden pocket that we just made from, you know, the Edith Holden book. So again, let me just weigh that down. I'm just going to take my cardigan off because I'm getting a little bit warm now. Right, so on the back of this, let's see what we're going to decorate it up with. So again, let's have a look and see what we've got in our pages that I had torn out, you know, when we first came along. Right, might be time to tear out a couple more pages actually. Oh no, I have got some more. Hold on. No, they're all texty pages. Hold on. Oh, hold on. Right, I might have to actually tear a couple more pages out because this here, it's just too big to fit on there. So let me just grab my book again. Oh, she says, now where is the book? That's the question. Where's my book gone? Oh, it's down this side for some reason. Oh, don't know why it was that side suddenly. Okay, right, let's have a look through. See what images that we've got, which A, are quite nice, B, will fit on that piece, and C, which are not going to like kill me by tearing them out and having something beautiful on the other side, having to make that horrible decision of which side to go with. I quite like this, so I'm just going to tear that out. But I will just double check that there's nothing I would prefer, look at this lovely image. I mean, again, these are quite nice, aren't they? So we'll tear this one out as well, just to keep on the back burner while we just decide. I mean, look at that lovely page. That's just gorgeous, isn't it? Right. This is really nice. But to be honest, this is probably, well, I mean, it definitely is too big. And how it would look when it's kind of fussy torn around, it might just look weird. So keep those up there for a minute. Oh, these are lovely, aren't they? Ah, you see, why are they backed against something else? Lovely. Well, let's just tear those out. Right, I've got quite a few there to choose from, so that's, I'm sure, plenty. Ooh, okay, let me put my glue lid on, otherwise that won't be working in a minute. Right, so what's it going to be? Have those. Now what I'm thinking, like, if I were to tear around that, I don't know whether that would work. Should we try it? Let's just try it. Look like? Do we think we could kind of get away with that, like if we had like a label or something over there? Oh, that's really nice, isn't it? Yeah, I really like that actually. Oops. And if we just had a little bit of doily poking out, oh, that's really nice. Yeah, okay, I'm going to go for that. I'm wanting to try and just make decisions and not just faff around endlessly, you know, because it's just tedious, isn't it? Okay, I've got to be honest, I mean, these Edith Holden pages, you know, they look lovely. I just think wherever you put them, they look really pretty. So it's not kind of like difficult to make a page look nice, is it? They all look nice everywhere that you put them, and every image that you use, they all look stunning. So right, and as I say, I had my copy for a long time, and I mean, to some extent I was just hoarding it because I thought it was lovely, even though you can buy them, you know, they're quite readily available. But the other thing was, you know I talked about it before, I found them quite yellow in colour, and I thought, I'm not sure. But I mean, actually, now that I have used them, that yellow in colour, I mean, although it does still look yellow, it looks very pretty, so it's not sort of been a problem or anything. You know, it's beautiful. Not that I thought that it would be a problem, but you know what I mean. Well, I know what I mean. I don't know. Okay, right. It actually adds quite a richness, I think, having those, you know, quite yellowy tones. Right, okay. Let me just now ink up a little bit here and a little bit here. Again, I mean, it doesn't really need it, but just for a bit more interest, really. Okay, so that looks really, really pretty, doesn't it? Now, I'm just wondering here. Oh, I mean, again, this is that one with those lovely things the other side. But I'm just thinking we could kind of tear this one out and have it somewhere here on the facing page to bring that purple in on the other page. So I'm just going to do that. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, dear. Right, okay. That's it, tear that out. And then I'm going to see the damage on the other side and see what I've torn through. Oh, tore straight through that bird's face. Or straight through his head, look. Oh. Well, straight through the bird and straight through the purple flower. So my two favourite parts of that rear page, look. They were the two parts that tore through. Because I wouldn't have minded if I'd have torn through these. Oh well, never mind. Okay, so I'm just going to tear this down slightly more. And I might just tear it down in length as well, because it's quite long. Like that. Okay, I'll just go around there as well. Oops, and we'll just ink that up just a little bit. And I'm going to have it up there, I think. Okay. Yep, I've now beheaded a bird. Beheaded a bird. I think in another video I, damaged some butterflies. I cut one in half. I'd already been cutting the antennas off for years, so, my gosh. Horrible to our friends in nature. Okay, so that looks really pretty and sort of ties that in. And then this side, I might do something, I'm not sure, but I'll just ink this up a little bit. Like that. Maybe we could just put one flower running down here. So again, let me just try and hold that page open with the scissors. Let me just see, what were the other flowers that I kind of tore out? These ones, they're probably too big for there. Oh, well, let's just tear them down and see, because we could always tear this section off maybe. Okie dokie, right, down there, up there. Right, so you see where it's like too wide for that piece. So what I'm going to do is just tear it down, I think, here. Like that. Okay, so that's quite nice, isn't it? And then, I mean, we might be able to have this one tucked in somewhere. Or maybe not. Maybe not. So, yeah, we'll have it like that. Now, I've got some more green doily. Or I might have some more of that book, newspaper page. Let me just have a look. Oh, I think it's here on the floor beside me. Hold on. Oh my gosh, I'm going to fall off my chair one of these days. Right. Let's just tear down just a little section. Like that. Oh, it's a bit too big. Oh, well, let's just tear it down like that, and yeah, like that, because it's really nice colouring, isn't it, on there? So, oh, look at that, I had an ad on the back of there. Okie dokie. Pop that down. Oh my gosh, now I've somehow sploshed ink on there. Right, unless it had that mark on there. I don't feel like I recall seeing it, but it might have done. Okay, I bring this back in. That's fine, because we can cover that up anyway with this. Or if we don't cover it up with this, we can always pop a word down. Like that. That's it. Pop that down there. And then I'm going to run some of that nice yellow lace down there because it also will help to reinforce that as a pocket, because at the moment, obviously, that's just, you know, single book page thickness, which, you know, that's not very thick. So I'll just run this down, which will just help to strengthen it a little bit, reinforce it a little bit. So like that. Okay, just glue that down. Like that. Like that, okay. Chop that off, whoops. Just there. I just want to see if we want to have anything up here, because it maybe would just be, you know, ideal for like a number tab or something. So I'm just having a look. Oh, what have I done with those now? It's literally like nightmare at my desk now. I know I have said about this recently, but honestly, I mean, a few people had said to me, oh, how's your desk coming along? Because you've been doing loads of projects, so you must have cleared a fair amount of it. No, I haven't. And I know I've said this before, but what's happened is, you know, whilst the children have been home and things, you know, during the lockdown and stuff, I noticed that I wasn't really able to focus and do, like, say, a series at all, because I just couldn't concentrate with everyone at home and things fully. Oh no, that's not the right colour, is it? So yeah, I wasn't able to concentrate and do like a series. So instead what I've been doing is obviously, you know, different projects, loads and loads of different things, which has been awesome and really fun. And my gosh, I have had a really, really good time doing that. But that has obviously just meant millions of different things all over my desk. So any progress that I had made just before the lockdown, because I had actually done that 7 days working from my desk, I think literally like the week before the lockdown or something. It was very close to the lockdown. And my desk really looked quite, you know, quite improved. Well, now my desk is looking shocking again, because I've got all sorts of things like half started, or, you know, different projects that don't really fit with anything else, and yeah, just all sorts of mess. But I have had a lot of fun, so, you know, it's not all bad. But I have got a lot of things kind of planned, and I have got a few kind of series planned, but it's just a case of, you know, can I focus and actually concentrate, like, for a few days on the trot on the same thing? I'm not sure. So as soon as I feel that I can, I will obviously get filming them. Yeah. Right, now what I made to tuck into there was I just made a little tracing paper booklet, and I just used literally fly sheets from other books. So, you know, 1 or 2 have got like little bits of writing. I mean, personally, I don't really mind that. Oh my gosh, let me just check that I'm in frame. I feel like maybe this actually slips down a little bit, because I moved that up just now and I felt I was in frame. Now it felt like it wasn't. So I hope I haven't been just filming nothing. Right, okay. So yeah, if we have this, I think this way as well. And I might just then pop a label on there, or we could have a number tab. Probably the label looks better. So okay, yeah, so anyway, what's happened is I've just got like one thing out after another, and more chaos than ever all over the desk, but that's fine. And, you know, I have to do another 7 days on my desk. 7 days, 30 days, you know, however long it takes to clear that pile. Okay. Right. So that's my little book. Now, it's not particularly straight. I have to just pop that there. It's probably still not very straight, to be honest, but you know, I mean, it's just a little sort of, you know, rudimentary kind of book, so it doesn't really have to be kind of too straight, hopefully. So I'm just going to tear this edge down to get rid of that white that's currently showing. I think they call that the core, don't they, of the paper, so I'll just get rid of that like that. That's a bit weird, isn't it? Oh, perhaps I won't bother. Perhaps we won't bother with that at all. It probably looks better without it. Okay, so that's our little booklet that we're just going to pop in, and that's just been stitched on the sewing machine. So I'm just going to pop that into that pocket there. Okay, definitely now we're on the home stretch, so I just literally want to pop something on these couple of pages, and then I've got a few little inserts to kind of make or find or, you know, pop in, and then I think I'm going to be done. So yeah, it's been a fun one to do, I have to say. I've enjoyed making this a lot. Might have just a little bit of ruffle or something down there, I think. Got my hot glue gun here, so I might just pop it on there with the hot glue. Like that. Oops. Thread there, very long one, and I'm just going to hot glue just this little sort of bit here that's kind of hanging out a bit. There we go. Okay, right, so yeah, really, you know, like how it's coming on or come on. I might just pop this on here so that, just so as I've used it up really, you know, and haven't got it just left there doing nothing, because that just seems like, you know, a shame. So we'll just pop that in. Just there. And also I still have the cover to do. Obviously I'd covered this with one of my daughter's old dresses, but I just need to decide what else I want to put on the cover. I might predominantly leave it quite plain because, you know, her dress looks really pretty on there, and I had coffee dyed it all and everything, and colour wise it goes really well and things, but you know, I might just put a book plate or something on there, I'm not sure. So yeah, I've just got a couple of inserts to do and the cover, and then I will be back with the flip through. So I hope that you've enjoyed kind of what we have done in here together. It's been a really nice journal to work on, and I have really enjoyed it. So thank you so much for watching, and I hope you'll all join me again soon. So thanks very much. Take care, everyone. Bye.